In 1879, Thomas Edison wasn't the only person in the world who was fiddling about with different light bulbs, but he was the only person in the world to try 6,000 different combinations of lights to make the light bulb that he is today. That's why he was successful. He spent 6,000 different tests to get the light bulb that isn't only bright enough, but it burns long enough to make the light bulb. He even used one of his colleagues' beard hair as a light to see if that would work. 6,000 different tests he did. 6,000 different failures that he went through, and he carried on going. Around 140 years ago, Thomas Edison invented the light bulb. And he wouldn't have invented that light bulb if he hadn't failed 5,999 times. You see, he's just a case study that proves to us that sometimes genius is just persistence. You see, he wouldn't have invented the light bulb if he hadn't failed 5,999 times. He wouldn't have outlasted all of his investors, all of his competitors. He wouldn't be the one to invent the light bulb if he hadn't failed 5,000 times and he hadn't picked himself up 5,000 times. And to find a light in a piece of bamboo, of all things, it's just incredible how we have this living case study that almost everyone knows his name, because even though he failed so many times, he picked himself back up and he kept going. It's just amazing. Nikola Tesla, who worked with Thomas Edison for a year, he got frustrated by the way Thomas Edison worked. He even quoted to say that if someone told Thomas Edison to find a needle in a haystack, Edison would just sit down and start filtering through the hay one by one. But Thomas Edison was the one who was persistent enough to illuminate the whole world. And it's just like Marcus Aurelius said. He said, when there's a task that you've got to do, you just start doing it, action by action. In the middle of a difficult project, or in the middle of a task that you find difficult to undergo, just think of Thomas Edison, or think of Marcus, just sitting there, calmly, doing the work that they have to do, because they know that when you do the work that you know you have to do, you get to the places that you want to be. Thomas Edison, 200 years ago. Marcus Aurelius, 2,000 years ago. A living proof that when you sit down and you do the work, even if it's boring, even if it's tedious, you'll get exactly where you want to be. That's it. My name's been Andrew Kirby. If you've enjoyed the video, then hit the like button. Hit it right now. Go down and click it, because it means a lot to me. And if you've enjoyed the video, then subscribe. So join me on this journey of self-improvement by hitting the subscribe button. But I'll see you tomorrow.